Hi, YouTube, and welcome to an oft requested playthrough Silent Hill 2 with a therapist. I would first and foremost like to thank the fine folks at Konami for sending me a code for this game. I have never played it before. I don't know anything about it. I think it was on PlayStation 2 or something like that. I never played it back in the day. I have been intrigued by the possibility of playing it because it's been requested so often. So I am very excited to play it for you. As with any playthrough, I do ask that if you leave a comment, which I love when you do, please do not spoil anything, and that includes putting in big bold letters, spoiler below. Just don't do that. We're gonna be releasing these at, I don't know what kind of cadence, but I love your engagement. Just please keep it spoiler free. My ability to analyze these games is predicated on the fact that I don't know what's happening. So do leave a thumbs up, do leave comments down below, do come hang out with me live on Twitch sometime. Check the links down in the description. Check out my other playthroughs. But without further ado here, let's enjoy ourselves, maybe. Oh, also, if you find yourself getting upset, pause the video. You need to take a breath, get some water, whatever. Do not force yourself to be overly uncomfortable. Combat challenge, we'll keep it light just because I don't really... Puzzles. Puzzle difficulty affect the content of the game and cannot be changed mid-playthrough. That's interesting. I'll keep it standard. Interface preset. Shows tutorials, icons, make clearly visible icons. More toned down. James mask. What? Graphic mode. Default or 90s? Ooh, I mean 90s sounds cool. We'll go with default.
Could you really be in this town?
Why'd you park like that?
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place.
Okay, this is just a test to see if I can pause during a cutscene. Excellent. I can. It makes me very happy. I know nothing right now. But I don't know why I'm looking. Grief can push people to do some stuff that they wouldn't have imagined that they would do. I don't know to what extent this guy is in denial about his wife's death, and I don't mean that in the malicious way. I mean that in the, like, I still don't really integrate it into my conceptualization of her kind of way. But if you're a person who has indulged a bit of that denial in grief, if you get a letter addressed from your wife, I mean, Mary's a pretty common name, so whatever. But maybe you indulge the idea because why not? In the same way that sometimes people find themselves engaging with degrees of spirituality they never would have otherwise gone into, except for in the context of grief. Like, there's any number of reasons why you would do that, but we'll get more information, I'm sure. But this is more the reason I just wanted to make sure I could pause during a cutscene. And it very much is setting the tone here that grief is going to be something I'm sure we're going to talk about throughout this entire playthrough. And so with that being said, I do want to direct anybody here to my Q&A about grief here on YouTube. Encourage you to check that out. But I also want to make sure that I make 2 points very clear. 1, grief is different for everyone. Different people grieve the same thing differently. Different people grieve different things differently. Your grief process is your grief process. There is no right or wrong way to do it, so long as you are not harming others while you are doing it. Second point I want to make is the stages of grief are bullshit. The entire concept that you're supposed to go through X, Y, and Z in a particular order, or not even in order, but you're supposed to touch all of them as part of your grief process, and until you've done all of that, you haven't grieved fully, is complete and utter pop psychology bullshit. And you should get it out of your vernacular. Because that's not how it works. When people believe that the stages of grief are a thing, they start to judge their grief. They start to qualify it in ways that are not healthy for them. And you might even think you're doing it wrong. There's really no such thing as that. So when I'm talking about denial here, I'm talking about maybe denial being a piece of his grief, but it is not a piece of everyone's grief. You do not have to engage with those steps. It's one of those pop psychology things that drive me and many of my fellow therapists up a freaking wall. All right, let's keep going. This is cool. There's like no quest mark or anything. We just... He walks very slowly. This is quite pretty. Damn. hands fashioned and mad. I am boy, some of that graffiti's tough to read. Nasty ass bathroom. Get out of here. Toluca Times. Office space for rent. Just gotta like take in all the detail here. This is nuts. Like, so gorgeous. All right, what do we got here? Map of South Vale. Observation deck. Okay, path down to the graveyard. Nathan Avenue, Silent Hill Ranch, Toluca Lake. Okay, nice. Okay, press up to open the map. So we're not going to fix our park job, huh? Nor are we going to close our window. Okay. Dude, the details on the car are so good. I mean, seriously, holy hell. I wonder if I have a quarter and can use this. Damn. Dude, he runs. He walks real slow. We're going to be here all day. We calm. Well, you know, you come here for the analysis and sometimes over-analysis. So I guess, you know, one thing I could say about his car, given that it's not in particularly good shape and he's willing to just leave the window open and walk down toward the graveyard, is grief and losing somebody incredibly important to you can make other things seem completely meaningless in comparison. And anybody watching this who's lost somebody who is particularly close to you can attest to that. It's like, you know what? All of a sudden, my car, my purse, my house, all this stuff just doesn't really matter to me anymore. It's just a thing. Nothing's going to bring that person back. So yeah, somebody steals my car. Whatever. So I do wonder if there's maybe a bit of that going on where he's just like, yeah, you know, whatever happens will happen. And that is okay to some extent. And that can also be not good in other circumstances where, you know, life does go on. You do need to take care of yourself. Sometimes it feels like taking care of yourself is unfair because you lost somebody who wasn't able to, or, you know, whatever kind of narrative you spin about that. The reality is you can still take care of yourself even while people are gone. Goodness gracious. Is this game gorgeous? Are grief quests a thing? They certainly can be, yeah. Sometimes people will go do something that they always wanted to do, or go to a place they always wanted to go to, or take a pilgrimage to a place that maybe them and their loved one never got to go to. You think of the movie Up being an example of that. But yeah, oh, absolutely. People will do stuff like that. Sometimes it's like, you know, I regret that I never did this when the person was around, and so I want to make sure that I do it. So he got a letter. I mean, he probably had a mindset of what's the worst that could happen? I go here and I don't find her and she's still dead? Well, nothing's different. I go here and she's alive? Wouldn't that be something? I wonder if this is like, we're going to force you to walk slow just so you can appreciate how damn gorgeous this game is. Look at how much work we put into this environment. Unreal. Unreal 5's got some good stuff coming for us, fam. I do usually turn the music off in horror games. Enjoy this walk together. And I would love it if we could hear a little bit more about like what's going through his mind right now. What are you thinking about as it relates to Mary? What do you think about the fact that she potentially sent you a letter? I'd like to hear that tug of war in his mind. I usually turn the music off in horror games because I think it ruins the ambience. Like, I like the idea of it being silent and like taking in the environment. Like when you have music that tries to up the intensity, I don't generally appreciate that. It's kind of artificial. What do we have here? This is probably fine. Hey, I'm gonna do it. I also don't want to get DMCA'd. Okay. Save game. Oh, okay. Road to Silent Hill. Game was saved. Oh, so you save your game in blood wells.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
Chat, you may notice that a lot of things are being removed by moderators. This is because gameplay tips, backseating, information about the game that I haven't already come across, all counts as admissible to chat. Just saying. Let me figure it out. I'm totally fine walking. Also, shout out to the mods for being awesome. Thank you for helping me out here. That includes you, YouTube comments.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. Looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
If I'm James, I'm asking some questions. It doesn't really hurt you to gather more info. I understand why you would say, like, I don't really care whether it's dangerous or not. I'm going anyway. That's fine. But maybe a little bit of information of, like, what do you know? It's kind of interesting that you would say that to a passerby that you've never met before in your life. What do you know about Silent Hill? Oh, ye wanderer of the woods. Like, I'd want a little more information. Our boy's in a tunnel right now. Perhaps we can get it from her.
Did you want anything else?
I also...
No, it's just... this fog. Does it seem unsettling to you?
I guess. It's just through the gate and down the path. You'll get there in no time.
Yeah, you should probably recognize how scary this is likely for her, James. You, a random man, just showed up in a graveyard, and she is by herself. So let's maybe keep your distance, bud. Dolores Dougal, 1815 to 1872. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have touched her either. That's not becoming of a facilitation of a safe space here. Oh. Can jog around a little bit. I like the idea. Walking around feels like it fits the ambiance a little bit better. It's interesting that that person seems to be the only headstone who's got a name. This is an old-ass graveyard, man. Holy. We're talking 1800s. All have sinned, and all short. Oh, wait. All have sinned and fall short of God's glory. Oh, wait. All have sinned and fall short of God's glory. There we go. Got it. We got there. Wonder what's in that mausoleum. I don't find graveyards to be particularly, like, creepy, so I'd be interested in walking around and seeing more of the sights. Whoa. A fresh grave chilling down here? Like what? We're burying somebody right next to the... Oh, wow. Look at this. Like headstones in the water and stuff. I wonder if this area is like... Seems like it's maybe flooded out. My grave has a swimming pool next to it, yeah. All right. Yeah, damn, dude. These are... I mean, other than being alone in the forest like this is quite the rundown area. There's a beauty to it, though. Creepy-ass power lines and shit. Holy crap. Look at that scarecrow. Oh. Silent Hill Ranch. Guess we can't go in there. I'd probably be worried about maybe getting shot if I went in there, so I'll pass. How are my shoes doing? Ugh, God. I do not want to be walking through this mud. Another van that looks suspiciously like the one up top of the place we started. What was that? Somebody there? Doesn't seem like a particularly windy day. There's like no birds or anything, man. This is just eerie. No trespassing. Visitors must be registered at main office. All right, I will listen to that warning. The detail is like absolutely incredible. I am just... I mean, down to the freaking... God. I have such an appreciation for environmental detail. So you're going to probably hear me fawn over this game a lot, because this is like... This is probably what people playing this game back when it originally came out remember it being like. It's just... Oh, man. You can tell there's a lot of love that went into this. Oh, look at this. Best auto parts. Went to town to get the window fixed. Spare keys in the drawer. A lot of trust in this town, although that looks like it was left up a long time ago.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Very dark. Ooh, what year is that? 1980 something? Dang. Auto parts key, auto service and tires. All right. So nobody in all these years has broken in to grab that, huh? Open to your inventory. Key items. Haha, I get it. Key items. Okay. Collected the auto parts key. Anything in here? I don't remember shutting that gate when I walked in here. Oh, it shuts automatically. Okay. Auto parts key. Hell yeah. Maybe take that key with you, James. All right. Interesting. The hell? Here's some stuff going on in there that I don't like. Trash hasn't been tended. I mean, there's just... Maybe Silent Hill is silent because nobody's here anymore. Thanks for the Prime sub, Racky. Ugh. Like, okay, I talk about this in a lot of playthroughs, but it's like this card doesn't need to be here. But it is. And there's so much detail. And it adds so much. It's great. Where you have the LA River extends all the way up here, apparently. Fuerte. No parking. Wonder if this is where the road leads, if you were able to actually drive down from where we were parked. The Road Runner. Map of east side of South Vale. Oh man, look at this. Lindsay Street, Gonzalez Restaurant, Texan Cafe, Neely's Bar, American Cafe, Big J's, Lucky Jade, Grand Market. We got a lot of places that we can go hang out. Graveyard, Silent Hill Ranch. Okay, so we made it all the way over here. Okay. West side of South Vale. It's not confusing at all. All right, no trespassing. Flowers celebrating 70 years. Open 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. Closed on state holidays. Well, I was hoping to show up to my wife, to my dead wife, with a gorgeous bouquet, but it seems that I will be showing up with wilted, lifeless husks. Here you go, honey. Miss Cassandra, a customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he wouldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off, looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left and said he'd be back to pick him up later. Just wanted to let you know since I might be gone by then. I'll keep that. Because that was made for me, I guess. Yeah, a mixed bouquet of white and red is bad luck. Didn't know that. The more you know. Dried blood on the floor, perhaps?
What is this?
Ugh, the translucence on that wall is so great. On these windows. Oh, baby, that's so nice. I'm all in. Where the hell is everybody? Customer parking only, no smoking inside. Yeah, because the whole place will light up in flames. Another car. Toluca Express Delivery. Express Logistics. Something ain't right here, James. Something tells me we should just run back up the hill and go to your car and drive back home to your comfy whatever it was you came from, because this, something's not right. Something's a little fishy here, buddy. I don't love it. Genuine optical. Okay, so let's pull out our map here. So I like that I have basically no direction on where I'm supposed to go. Like, I just showed up here. Like, where's the letter that I got? Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. I should probably read that. Let's investigate that. In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised me you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now in our special place, waiting for you. Whoa. I'm alone there now in our special place, waiting for you. So I have to believe that that's in her handwriting. A picture of her. Photo of Mary from when she was still healthy. I mean, I could be crazy, but she looks kind of similar to the person we saw at the graveyard. All right, our special place. I don't know. Where would my special place in here be? Maybe, definitely not Saul Street Apartments. Probably Happy Burger. That sounds like a pretty... Happy Burger sounds like a special place. Let's go to the Happy Burger. Oh. I actually like that this doesn't really hold your hand because it gives you an opportunity to just run around and explore the environment. Like, this is the kind of stuff I wish more games would do. You really get to just be with James right now and feel what it's like to go into a town you, I guess, are loosely familiar with because you brought your wife here once before. And it's like deserted and nasty and you're like, what the hell's going on? Like, what the hell is all this? So you can't get to Happy Burger from there. Gonzalez Mexican Restaurant. Closed. Can I go in there? Nope. Ooh, some like Chicago style apartments. Man, this reminds me when I lived in Chicago. Drug hotline. Somebody was going to move out. Yeah, like, man, there's like... Cafe Texan. Oh.
Hey, wait.
Oh, James. James, buddy. This man's resolve. He's like, yeah, I just saw something that doesn't really fit what I'm used to. I'm gonna follow it. And it's bleeding.
More of that stuff.
Or whatever it is. Hey, come back. Wait. You know what? I might as well. Whatever. I'm gonna say it because James not being freaked out by that would suggest that he has some internal representation of whatever that is, and it is not something that he associates with fear. Now, we may look at this and be like, oh, hell no. But we also know that we're playing a horror game. So if I'm actually following along with James and he sees that thing walking through the fog away from him and he doesn't get freaked out by it, it would suggest to me that he has been exposed to something or things that allow him to draw upon a schema for something that doesn't freak him out, and he's willing to follow it. I'd be curious to know what that is. But there's a reason it didn't spook him. And that's something that really is fascinating about the human experience, is that different people have had different things represented to them. Different people have had the same things represented to them differently than you. And it all contributes to why people have different responses to the same stimulus. Like if you saw that and you're like, nope, I'm out of here. Or he sees it and he's like, I'm going to follow. It's because his life and all the steps of it that led up into this moment are different than yours that led up until this moment. And that's why there's such a broad spectrum of reactions to things. And there's a really neat aspect to that. There's a real complexity. I mean, he sees all this smeared on the ground and he's not freaked out by it. Wonder why that could be. In fact, he says, let's follow it. Dude, the wind howling through this is such a nice touch. Oh, shout out to the sound designers for this game. I kid you not. This is so distracting to me. I kid you not. My parents had the exact grill that we were about to walk up to, and that was wild to see. We literally had that exact, like down to the color and the way that the wood is on the left side and where the propane is. It's a Weber grill. Look it up. Crazy. You know how many steaks and chicken breasts and delicious vegetables I've eaten off of that? That's crazy. That was such a trip to see that. I haven't seen that grill in years because my parents don't have it anymore. That's wild. That is a Weber grill out the door. The only thing missing on this is where it says Weber on the front. I swear to God, if you Google this, Google like 90s Weber, red Weber grill, and you will see this. That is amazing. Holy shit. The amount of times I wheeled that thing into my garage. It's such a pain in the ass too, because it's on those two wheels and there's no pivoting. Oh my God. All right. Wow. That is just... I was not expecting that today. The nostalgia. Holy hell. It's exactly the same one. It's exactly the same one. Wow. He's chasing his wife. I'm chasing down the perfect sirloin. Now, James, that's a noise that doesn't sound particularly good.
Hello?
James, buddy. Boy, I'd love to know what he thinks that is. You promised me you would wheel me into the garage. You never did. You said you'd preheat me one last time. I mean, I will say, though, to be fair to James, I mean, think about real life. You might debate your own eyes and ears on this. Because, I mean, as far as we know, like zombies and vampires and shit, that's all stuff that humans have made up and put in stories. So, like, if you see a zombie in real life, I know for me, if I saw what I thought was a zombie, my first reaction would be, that's gotta be somebody in makeup or in a costume. Like, I wouldn't actually integrate into my mind that that's actually a zombie in front of me. In fact, that's probably what would get me killed. Is I'd be like, whoa, that's a really good zombie costume. Holy shit, you killed that. And then they'd like walk up to me and I'd be like, wow, you're really good at being a zombie. Damn, those noises are legit. And then probably like last second when that person comes to lean forward and bite me on the neck, I'd be like, whoa. Okay, maybe not. But like, he might just be like, oh, this couldn't be a zombie. Couldn't be the undead. Couldn't be a reanimated carcass. Look around to find objects marked by white cloth. Those are objects or traversals that you can interact with. Okay. Sure, I'll get into the prone position and army crawl my way into this scary hole where there's blood on the ground. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Ugh, do I really have to do this? No, James, you don't. But you will. Because you really want to find your wife. It's all you got left. Oh, good. And the garage just fell down. Okay, cool. Now we're trapped in here. This is great. Press A to squeeze through. Sure thing. I don't like this at all. Okay, so red squares are where you save the game. It's not blood wells. Is this your special place? James, is this the special place? Why are we chasing that thing anyway? Like, let's go to the special place and get out of here. What is this? Nutrition supplement for adults only. Do not exceed recommended dose. Keep out of the reach of children. Nutrition supplement, health drink. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that away. We can drink that for sure. No way it's expired. I'd much rather eat those cookies. Oh, brother. We need to talk. You should have done some prep work with your Okay, when James got that note, he should have immediately gone to his therapist. Or he should have called a therapist and said, I would very much like to talk about the decision I'm thinking about making when I got this note. Because we could have done some preventative work around this. James is like, man, Doc, I'm feeling like I'm a loose cannon. I got this note, and now I'm thinking about breaking and entering in a town I've never been in before because I'm supposed to find mine and my dead wife's special place. And what we would do, in all seriousness, is we'd sit down and we'd talk about it, and we'd say, okay, what's going on? What did that note bring up for you? How realistic is this actually? Your emotional brain is very likely going to hijack your prefrontal cortex around this, particularly if you haven't worked through the grief process about your wife. When you say that you're thinking about driving to a town you've never been before, in an area of the country, or that you've been to maybe once before, and that you're willing to just do whatever, regardless of how dangerous it is, like, let's crack that open a little bit. What are you trying to accomplish there? I'm not there to tell him not to do it, but I certainly would be interested in getting into his mindset. What is it that has you in a space where this seems like something that would be a good idea for you to do? And let's maybe evaluate whether it actually is. Fire safety begins with you. What's that noise? Sounds like a radio or something. Oh boy. James. It's time to go. It's time to go, James. Yeah, buddy. Time to go. Or smash it with a... Okay.
Stay back.
I love that I can go full Isaac Clarke on it.
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
I don't know, man. It's wearing some heel. Look at it. It's wearing like platform heels. Got like a zipper. Wow. Is it worth it, James? Yeah, no. Monsters can absolutely wear heels. I ain't judging the I'm not judging the fashion. I'm a little spooked by its Wait, why am I not? Okay, I am still. Okay, good. Good, good, good. This piece of wood's gonna stay with me. Forever and ever. At least we know that blunt force will take him out. Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and pick up the dirty syringe. That's a great idea, James. Oh my God. Yeah, put it in your pocket. Sure. Hold Y to use a syringe? I'd rather not. What? James, my guy. We are making poor choices today. Oh, baby. This is just one... Hi, James. It's Mary. A lot of people wonder where they go when they die. Turns out hell's real. It's a place called Silent Hill. And apparently I'm there. Would love to meet you there. Go ahead and ride your way there. Mind the needles. I mean, I heard James in there. He is completely unfazed by what he just saw, or seems to be. Him and Isaac Clarke would get along really well.
Where are you, Mary?
You just beat her over the head with the club, dude. She's lying dead in that housing complex. For all you know. Holy shit. Alright, we can still get to Happy Burger. Good God. Yeah, I'm having a hard time trusting James's judgment. I want to hear the decision tree.
Is that?
Oh, shit. Are you okay? Bar Neely's. Closed before striking. Collected a matchbook. Press. Check with new information. Oh, Neely's bar. Oh, cool. So we're like crossing shit off while we go. Okay. Oof. What we got here? If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Oh, God. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Yeah, just go ahead and keep that. If only. Yeah, I don't, you know... What do you mean this place isn't what it seems? This place seems like a hellhole to the 10th degree. Like, this Disney... Like, if this was what it doesn't seem like, it'd tell me this is like Disneyland. Fuck, oh God. Okay, this is terrible. This place sucks. It just wiggles away. Oh, God. Sure, yeah. Am I really already 52 minutes into the game? We haven't even hit the title screen yet. I'm sitting here trying to admire the beauty, and there's wiggles. Gentlemen, Andy's bookstore. Why am I going towards this thing? Okay, so that's not this isn't the right way. Why is my radio going crazy? Oh. Is that my way of knowing that there's a thing here I gotta smell? Look at this. This one's wearing the same platform heels. These all marry, and I'm just processing her death in like the worst way possible. Like, it's like a vague feminine form. We'll see. 4 minutes for $1. Never used a payphone in my life. Why are they all off the hook? Is it so people can't call in? Oh, no, that one's on the hook. Okay. They're all astonishingly similar. Huh. Neely's Bar. Ugh. What a terrible thing. That's very unsettling. Oh, I can actually bash out car windows? Oh, that's awesome. Of course, I choose the police car to do it with first. All right, Bar Neely's. Here we go. On the corner of Neely and Sanders. Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. You walk like Mary. Who could ever forget that gait? I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, cried he'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still lodged inside, but the other part's missing. Figure he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run toward Groovy. Anyway, maybe go check up on him, see if he's all right. He lives over at Saul by the pharmacy, apartment 9. Okay. $0.79 ice cold beer. That sounds awesome. I'd like it if beer was 79 cents. Alright, what we got here? How's the jukebox doing? It's not going to play anything because I turned music off. Oh, it doesn't matter. Record's broken. Select. Woof. Oopsie. Groovy music. Collected a broken vinyl record. Half broken vinyl single. Restores vitality by relieving pain. Highly effective. Yikes. Restores vitality by providing nourishment. Mildly effective. I don't like that at all. Emits static when monsters are nearby. Okay. Memos. Good. This is interesting. Hey. Okay, so I can't put the broken vinyl on it? Alright, that'll be something at some point. Broken vinyl record. Why would I use that? What the hell? Oh, I guess because I don't have a key. So let's maybe look around, see if there's a key in here. Or perhaps we got to go to Groovy Music for the key. We'll come back. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Or does it mean there was a hole here? It's gone now. Hey, there's the Happy Burger. I mean, we came all this way. Whoa, wait, what does that say? Jukebox. Okay, this is neat. So there's like nice little reminders of little puzzles and stuff. Happy Burger, looking pretty happy. Now we gotta fight monsters with a full belly. Come here. Ugh. Sorry, we're closed, but I came all this way. Yeah. 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 Why, Lisa? Why? I love you. I bring you to a Happy Burger and you betray me. I'm getting a Happy Burger, bro. I don't care what I have to do. Menu, American dishes, open at all hours. Bullshit. Your menu's a liar. What do we got here? Feel the craving? You just can't help it? Go for it. Happy Burger. What you need is what you get. On the run, grab something to go. See? I'm craving a Happy Burger and I just can't help it. So here we are. I just followed the instructions, officer. Okay. All right. Where the hell did you come from? Mary always did love Happy Burger. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You spit? Okay. That's enough of that. Okay. I don't love that. Might be having to use a syringe here in a minute. Nasty ass. Okay. I mean, nothing like using a dirty needle to inject myself in the back of a closed Happy Burger, you know? This has been a wild experience. Another syringe. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Medical. Restores vitality by relieving pain. Highly effective. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, my brother. No. No, no, no. Really? I can't open this? Okay, there we go. Jeez. At least it's not his neck. Oh God, I can't imagine there's anywhere he could have stuck that was a good idea. Probably should have gone with the health drink first, but Queen Special, okay. All right, so we can cross the Happy Burger off our list, I guess. Is it getting darker? Looks like it's getting darker. Okay, there we go. Just had to get out of there. All right, so if we want to go to Saul Street Apartments, that's right across the street. Let's go. The Dance Company. Andy's Tool Shop. Dude, Andy's got a lot of stuff around here. World's finest metal, gear, and woodworking tools. Silent Hill Tavern. Like, Andy's got a bookstore. Andy's got a tool shop. Giga computer. Hell yeah. Closed, like everything else in this town. I'm going the wrong way. I like that the enemies stay on the ground. That's excellent. Andy's Dance Company. Andy's Happy Burger. Oh, here we go. Saul Street. No parking, garage in constant use. Green Pharmacy. Is this where you get your cannabis? Nope. What the hell is this thing? Ugh. Terrible thing. You are a terrible thing. think we got it. Okay, Saul Street Apartments. This looks like the place. Burned out couch. 16. Apartment 9, I think, is what we're looking for, if I recall correctly. Big ass bug over there. Don't like that. Can I grab that? Reach through and grab that, bud. That big ass beetle. All right, 1, 2. So we've got to get to 9. Got a key to 5. Okay. Apartment 5 left his key, says there's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. You know, I always hesitate to share my hypothesis about stuff. About like what's going on prior to getting more information. Because I know absolutely nothing about this game. But it seems like, I don't know if it's sometimes, I mean, when people lose a spouse, particularly if it's somebody that you are really, really, really connected to and is a huge part of your life, and you get to a point where you really can't imagine your life without that person, losing that person is just a terrible thing. And it really can wreak havoc on your mind. Where things, again, it's sort of like the world loses color. You let things go. I mean, it makes it almost seem like this is like a representation of James's mind right now. Like, he lost his wife. It's dingy, it's cold, it's dark. There's oversimplified manifestations of awful things walking around. It's somewhere that he took her before, but he doesn't maybe remember it particularly fondly right now because it's overshadowed by her death. I mean, the figures that we're seeing are wearing like feminine shoes and look like they're like stitched together, like almost like body bags. Like, it's almost like maybe the last thing he saw about his wife was that she was in a body bag. I don't know. I mean, this is just the kind of stuff that, like, I think about. It's like, if this whole thing is like a metaphor for James working through his own mind around this, it would start really dingy. You'd have a hard time finding the beauty in it. It's sort of like it's beautiful until he starts really getting closer to this, like getting closer to feeling her and working with her, and then all of a sudden he's in this just awful space. It's also part of why it would make sense to me maybe why he's a bit unfazed by it, because he's really in the depths of his own psyche. But I mean, I don't know, it's just speculation. It just has like a bit of that vibe to it. Apartment 2. My favorite movie of all time is Inception, and so there's a little bit of that like kind of going on where it's like, does he have these internal representations and figures he's having to work through as he goes into his own mind? All right, what do we got here? Green Pharmacy, 12 Saul Street, Silent Hill, 622.82. Relive Mid times 3, $48. Baralman times 3, 96.14. Zalprazinax, 24.51. Imtelilimd, 282. God damn. Thanks for shopping with us. Well, is your medication safe? It's expensive. That's for sure. This syringe is free. Life and Reality. Name one of those books there. Love the glass. Glass is great. Can I go back here? I ain't dealing with no bugs. By the way, appreciate you letting me shepherd you through this. If you've played this before, thanks for giving me a shot. If you've never played it before, thanks for letting me be your foray into it. I'm certain now it's coming from the apartment upstairs. I keep telling them, why won't they do something? It's unbearable. I can feel it seeping into my skin, pushing itself into my lungs. Ooh. Wonder what it is. Guess we could go up there and find out. Explore a little bit. I would hate if I lived in an apartment complex where you had a vent to the hallway like that. Well, thank you. God, the detail is just incredible. I mean, seriously. I'm gonna talk next gen, man. This game looks and feels next gen as hell. It's great. All right, apartment 5. Here we go. Pop it in. Hello. Every clock we've looked at has been stopped at the exact same time. And if I find out that that's the time that his wife died, my brain's going to explode in hypotheses about what we're dealing with here. Every single one of them. 9, 10, 15 seconds on the clock. I've been paying attention every time I've seen a clock. Love it if James was wearing a watch and we could look at it. Yeah, sure. Why not? There's no way I'll get tetanus from any of this. Yeah, dude. No way am I climbing on this. No way. I also would have left a long time ago. Great. Good. Fine. Grand. And then she came and washed it all away. It all started to make sense again. It's this place. I can't fight it. Gotta get my head straight. Quick stop at Texan, then we're going. Mark it on your map. Texan Cafe. You already went over there, though. It was closed. He's seen a lot of videos where this went totally okay. Okay. Jukebox button, what? Okie dokie. Sure. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Hello, James. That felt great. Oh, okay. Been waiting for somebody to pull the dice out of there. Uh-oh. It's on my hands. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, apartment 10. Oh, apartment 9 is not exactly gettable at the moment. Oh, what do we got going on out here? Hold on. Or we're in apartment 9. Oh, I see. Okay, we're in apartment 9. Nice. Okay. Oh! Oh, shit. That just made my stomach drop. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay. Huh. Okay. So I guess we go up to groovy music and maybe see if there's something else that we can do with the jukebox. This is great. I love the lack of hand-holding so much. I guess nothing I can do yet. Baby goods, discount prices, baby gift registry, baby and kids superstore. Yeah, see what I mean? There's like body bag vibes going on there. Or I guess maybe like corset. And that person's in lingerie. Reminds me of the honeymoon phase. This should be fine, right? I do not like these giant ass bugs. What do we have here? I don't have the code yet. Alright. We'll get that code later. Seems like there's a pretty decent amount of things to do here. All right, groovy music. Let's keep going. Also, like every car he sees is his own. You can smash windows looking for passages and additional equipment. Oh! Would you be nipping at my heels? Nah. No. Fashion boutique. This town's got it all, man. Would you look at that? Penguin, 10 cartridges. Shotgun or handgun ammo. All right. I don't have a handgun yet, though. Yeah, the other part of that hypothesis is if these are manifestations to some extent of his wife, maybe at the later stages, body bag version, the anger at it, just the frustration, the intensity, the frustration you feel if like your last moments with somebody create an image that you haven't really carried up with you until that point. There's some real anger that can happen for that. Sort of like if you go to a viewing at a wake and you see the body and it just doesn't look right, people get mad about that. Understandably so, because now the last imprint on your mind is an image that you carry with you and you can't really get away from unless you do a shitload of work. So like maybe the degradation of his wife as she was dying from like cancer or whatever it was that she died from, whatever disease she had, he sees that and he's mad about it. Like this is him working through it. Here she is in the last moments, and I couldn't really put a full picture of her together because the disease kept getting in the way. It blocks my mental image of my wife, and I'm pissed at it. Sort of like the way Alzheimer's contaminates the final moment, like, you know, the final years you have with a parent or a loved one. Like, there's all sorts of stuff that'll do that. And the anger that comes along with that's real, man. And it's everywhere. You can't get it out of your mind. The image of your dead loved one takes over the image you have of when they were alive. Perhaps if it goes on so long or becomes such a core part of their identity, it becomes hard to untangle it. He's just letting it out. And it attacks him, and it's intrusive. You know? Like, it's just... Again, I have no idea the extent to which this is true, because I have not played the game, but this is where my mind goes with this stuff, because it's been framed that way. Ah, I thought I dodged that. Face the music, find the melody of your dreams, and kick up your heels. Okay. The janitor came in the other day, drunk and in tears. Had half the record with him, kept yelling, "We gotta fix it somehow." I was willing to do it just to shut him up, so I got to get the glue from the cabinet, but then he realized he only had one half, so he ran out. Can't do much about the record. Maybe ask around at Neely's next time you're there. Might be one of theirs. November 1983, November 3rd, 1983. I'll have to bank whether that's a date of significance. Music can bring you back to those wonderful moments you thought you lost. Is that right? It can. And it can also bring you back to some not so fun moments like breakups. Bet you there's lots of people watching this right now that have certain albums or artists you won't listen to because it reminds you of a certain someone. You should listen to those albums. Reassociate it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, do that if you want to. But no, it's a real thing. Those associations are legit. And it can be very hard to get away from it. There's the glue. All right. And there's the other half of the album. The Long Way Home, I think. Okay. So the record. Okay, combine with glue. There we go. I'm sure that won't mess up the song at all. A Long Way Home, produced by A. Conroy, published by I Love Groovy Music Productions. Glued up vinyl record. All right, it's Joel's guitar. All right, back to the jukebox. Baby's closet. Damn, people having a lot of babies in Silent Hill need all these baby stores. That man was here again. I told him he'd been warned not to come here. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Anyway, he got up and left and didn't make any sort of fuss, but there's something about him that just gives me the creeps. When I look at his face, it's like I'm staring at a mask, and there's something underneath waiting to get out. I don't want that to be there when I don't want to be there when that happens. Perhaps Big J's note. God, there's so much there's just so much that lines up with this. Like, could that be a note about James and his face seeming like a mask as he shut it down while he thought he was supposed to be strong and stoic for his wife as she was battling whatever she was battling? It's another thing that people do. You have a loved one that's going through something really tough. Cancer, terminal illness, whatever it may be, and you know that things are not looking up. There's this experience that a lot of people who are valent to that have where they will try to lock it down. Sometimes people will try to act like everything's okay, or they'll try to be strong. They won't show their emotion, etc. And that's actually not something that a lot of people appreciate when they are the one that's terminally ill. Because it is, one, inauthentic. Two, it's devoid of that person because people be like, oh, I can't be sad around my wife who has cancer because she's already has it tough enough. She shouldn't have to take care of me too. You imagine how validating it would be to see how affected your husband is by the fact that you're dying? Seeing the sadness? Like, yeah, it sucks, but it's also the reality of the situation. There's some real grief that you can have there. And if our boy's like, no, man, I gotta lock that shit down. Gotta be strong. Gotta protect. Starts to look like a mask. I don't really recognize you. You seem to be unaffected by this. What, you're trying to stay strong for me? I'm the one dealing with this. I'd love to get something out of you. Let me see the anger. Let me see the sadness. Let's talk about it. Let's process it together. If you automatically assume you're supposed to be strong for the people around you that are struggling and they haven't told you that that's the case, you should really ask if that's what they need. Chuma. Keep out. Basement. All right, Neely's bar. we'll put that record on in part 2. Friends, thanks so much for taking the time to venture to Silent Hill with me. I hope this has been an enjoyable experience for you. It has been for me. Actually really looking forward to seeing where this goes. Very nice. It's gorgeous. Again, big shout out to Konami. Thanks for sending me the code. I'm really, really enjoying this. I appreciate you giving me a chance to play it. I look forward to uncovering more secrets that lie inside of it. If you are binging this series, I will see you in the next episode. If you're waiting for it to come out, we'll get it out as soon as we can. Do leave a comment. Do leave a thumbs up. Keep it spoiler free. Don't tell me whether my speculation is right or wrong. You matter. You're awesome. See you in part 2.